Hey, what's up, North County? Welcome to Morning Brew, and we are here with the ladies from Atascadero. We got Lorelai and Terry here to tell us all about what's happening in Atascadero. You guys got so much stuff coming in. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
And sharing your holiday mornings with me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a thing to do.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Always. It's
Of
nice
course.
to be here.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you guys being a part of what we're doing, and every day is a new battle.
Yeah.
Kind of like it is in Atascadero.
Yeah.
So you guys got new battles
I think
every
it's a
single
party,
day.
not a battle.
Yeah.
Party.
It's a
I guess-
party. I like to think of it as a
every-
party, and I'm bringing the party.
You bring in the party.
Creates the party.
That's right. Well,
Yes.
you got Lorelai with her red scooters, so
Yeah.
she comes on the red
Yeah.
scooters to the party,
There you go.
That's true.
There you
That's
go.
awesome.
Yep. We gotta have that.
right?
Yeah.
So what's let's see. We've talked to you during the opening. We had the opening of the parking spaces there in downtown Atascadero.
Yep.
Right. Which I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was mixed feelings at the beginning, but I think it works. I
Yeah,
mean,
works.
there's plenty of parking. Nobody's said everybody said that you can't turn, you can't drive a big truck and trailer through there. That's incorrect.
Yep.
I got a big truck, and so I kind of plan where I'm going in certain places. In downtown, it's like I could park in the parking spaces. I can do it all. So
Yeah. Come on down Friday morning, and you'll see how we pull in the big trucks to blow the snow for Winter Wonderland.
yeah, that's happening Friday, huh?
Yeah. So it's
but
coming
you
up.
guys have all kinds of stuff happening this month, right?
Yeah,
You've
we
got
just
Winter
finished.
Wonderland.
Yeah, Winter
just had
Wonderland. We just
parade.
finished to light up the downtown, not the parade, but light up the Paso.
No,
But-
like the Colony Days.
Colony days.
Oh,
Yeah,
Colony
Colony
Days.
Days.
That's way long time ago.
I know, but it seems like
Yeah.
it was just yesterday in my mind.
True. Yeah, it was pouring rain. I think I kind of purposely put that out of my brain.
That's right.
So,
we
yeah.
won't talk about that one.
Well, I mean, we can talk about that. Next year, we're going to move it to October 17th. So the 16th,
Move it back-
17th, and
move it
18th
back?
will be Fall Fest and Colony Days
Oh.
together. We're going to move it
Oh, so
out
you're
of
moving
November.
everything up.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, Fall Fest
Just-
was kind of a
Keeps getting hit by rain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money out there when it rains like that.
super sad.
Yeah, you can't really operate rides in the rain. There's just a lot of
I think they're
things
closed
happening.
because of the water.
Yeah, they did really well Friday night, and then because of the rain, people were coming out Friday night. But the parade was just, it was painful. It was kind of, But we
looked
made
good.
it through.
It looked good.
Yeah,
you
we
know.
had fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just rain, but in California, that's a different ballgame.
Right.
Nobody's around, and it's cold. So, anyway.
So Terry, let me
but-
ask you a question. So you guys just fired up downtown Sunken Gardens with the lights, right?
Yes.
And so that was awesome.
Yeah.
So did you guys use more lights this year than last year?
Yes, we put more lights out there. More spheres are out there, like big round spheres. We have more decorating in the deodar cedar trees because the trees are so big, so they added more lights to that, and so it's fuller. So when you see it, you're like, oh wow, it looks fuller. So it's nice to have that, and it's pretty. Kind of gets everybody in the spirit. Come downtown, go shopping, and enjoy.
Well, you guys got a really cool ambiance because of you have the big buildings, you have the 3-story,
Yeah.
across the street. So
The
it's just
plaza.
it gives you that impression that you're like in a different world.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not in a Atascadero.
Yeah, you kind of go back in time too, because that's the purpose of all the white lights. It's kind of decorating back in the day and that classy, look to it with City Hall, with the silver and gold and all of that. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, come on down. It's going to be through January 11th. Every night will be lit up, and we, did that lighting on Friday night, and then yeah, it's been a whirlwind. Saturday was walk around the lake. That was super busy too. So now we head into Winter Wonderland and 70 tons
No.
of snow coming downtown.
Tell me about the walk around the lake thing. What is that? I didn't.
Yeah,
What is that all
the
about?
first Saturday in December, we do walk around the lake. It's a musical walk around the lake where everybody has, different choirs and singing and, just kind of checking out all of the different lights and houses and that sort of thing around the
And
lake.
this is at nighttime?
Yeah, kicks off at 5:30 till 9 o'clock,
Oh.
and it's just really nice. It's kind of like Vine Street, but around the lake. You know, if you compare it, like when we're talking North County with Paso Robles, so it's a lot like that. There's like 2,000 people that come out for that. Like, it's become its own event. Like Vine Street, it's become its own thing, and you have to manage that. Yeah.
So all the houses light up, they participate like
Yep,
Vine
they all
Street people do?
participate, just like Vine Street. And then different people do different things around the lake. Like they'll have their little booths out there, all the different nonprofit organizations, you know, they jump on the bandwagon. It's just a fun time. It's very, you know, coming home, Atascadero, just enjoy. And you see people again, just like Vine Street.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
it's nice to have that.
Council gets in the spirit.
Yeah, council gets in the spirit. They're out there with their cider and cookies, and
It's cute. You get to have some one-on-one time with her.
exactly.
Nice.
If you got to, you got to push the crowds away because it's so packed. But yeah, it's nice. So we've really done a lot already.
That's very cool. Because
Yeah.
I mean it's a cool lake. I mean,
Yes.
who has a lake in their own town that they can walk around?
That's stocked with trout
You know,
that you can fish.
right?
Yeah.
Hopefully get some rain
Pretty
so we
fun.
can fill the water up.
Yeah,
too.
we got to do that.
We
we
can
got to do
pump
that.
some rain
Just
in
not
there.
on snow night, please.
Not on. I
Yeah,
know,
not
right?
any other
Any
time.
projection?
Anytime after Friday, I'm happy.
So
Rain
let's
all
talk
you
about
want.
Winter Wonderland coming up this Friday. So
Okay.
this is this is the 20th,
22nd
22nd
annual.
annual.
So
Now, Terry, do you know how it started?
Yes.
Like, what did somebody just say? Hey, let's. A truck spilled in Atascadero with snow in the back of it. It's like, oh,
So no,
no, nothing cool like that.
Our late mayor Steve Martin of Paso Robles actually he started the Downtown Association, Main Street Downtown Association with Atascadero, and 22 years ago he was under kind of that same thing. Let's create events and do some of these things. So Winter Wonderland kind of came to be, and when in his second year I volunteered for him, and I promised I would never ever be out there again for Winter Wonderland. It was like
And now
thousands of people.
Now it's your job.
And now it's my job.
Right?
So it's just funny how that works. But when the Main Street Association, then Larry Wysong took it on, and he was all about the holidays as well. And then, the Downtown Association, our Main Street Association, went away from the state. And so we had an opportunity 10 years ago when I came in was to create a place for Atascadero with events and things to get people out of their homes and really come down and enjoy their city. And so we're like, well, Winter Wonderland needs to still keep going, so let's go ahead and start with that, and then we can kind of grow our event portfolio from there. And that's where you have Tamale Festival and Cruising Weekends now, 2 days of Dancing in the Streets added to it, and the car show, and really promoting all these things. So Winter Wonderland was a big part of that. So we were able to jump in there and help with that and kind of take it on and keep it going, so to speak. So we have gone from 40 tons of snow to 70 tons of snow. We're building a bigger slide. We have 2 big snow pile areas. There's Joe's Little Train is out there for the littles to enjoy and jump on, and it's all free to the public. And without Kiwanis has always been a big part of this event because they build the snow slide, and it's coordination between Kiwanis of Atascadero and Atascadero Hay and Feed and AJ Excavating. They've been involved in it the whole entire time as well. To really pull it together. Frank Summers gets out there with his tractor. We couldn't do it without them. They help clean it up because we can't leave it out there longer than the evening because it melts and then it gets icy and then it's dangerous. So people don't really understand that piece of it. Trust me, if I could keep that snow pile out there all weekend, I would, because it's fun. So, and the only elevated spot is
Terry,
right where it is.
Where's it at? Where's the snow?
So it's on the only elevated spot to have it where it works, because the very first year it was on West Mall and it was flat and they couldn't get it lifted up enough. But it's located now in between Traffic Way and Entrada on Palma Avenue. And so it sits right there, like where you see traffic records. It's on to Palma, where Palma starts, and that way you get that slope that goes down.
So it's the next, you pass traffic records and then to the right going down towards City Hall?
Yes, exactly, right there.
Okay.
So, yeah, so we have, it costs a lot to bring in snow. It's a $30,000 cost to us, so we are always looking for snow sponsors. And this year we have quite a bit of sponsors. We have, there's too many to name. There's like 30 different sponsors, but everybody wants to see this come to light. So it's nice to be able to
That's
have an
awesome.
event like that. Yeah, and we pull in like in the evening. It's not all at one time, but during the course of the evening, we hit about maybe 7,000 people, roughly, guesstimating, kind of based on the number of candy canes we give out, and because we don't sell tickets, so we have to kind of figure out what is that quantity of people.
Well, I think you guys are doing really awesome in the aspect of, giving parents, something, because everybody's you can go to wineries, you can go to breweries,
Yeah.
there's so much stuff to do with, that pertains to alcohol, whereas there's nowhere like for kids.
Right.
Like, where do you take your kids,
Yeah,
And so you guys are
true.
giving the opportunity for parents to bring the kids to something. A, it's free.
Yeah.
And B, it's not just like one attraction. You've got all kinds of different things going on down there.
We keep you busy. Santa is there. We also have over 50 food and craft vendors out there. So if you're in a holiday shopping mood, definitely the vendors as well as the downtown merchants. It's really a big deal to support everybody. So folks come down, and this Friday night is like one of the biggest nights for some of our retailers. So it is a great shopping opportunity as well. And then, bring some money, because obviously some of these folks are, working to, raise some money for their nonprofits, and it's a lot of fun that way. And then you have Bubble Fun 101. Frank brings out everything from his bungee jump to his bounce houses to his gladiator joust, you name it. Like, it's full boat bounce houses and entertainment for the kids. And you buy like a pass where you get 10 different times for whatever cost dollar amount that he charges out there. Yeah, and then all the performances. I mean, the community performances are huge. So, and that kicks off at 5 o'clock too. And I can run down that list.
Well, look, so Lorelai, what is your favorite, part of Winter Wonderland?
I would actually say, well, my daughter's birthday is usually falls on Winter Wonderland, which it does again this year.
Oh.
So we'll be down there, and
Yeah.
that's usually what she wants to do. Hit up go grab some dinner, head down there, and I think it's just with the light up the downtown the weekend before, and all the street poles are wrapped. It looks like candy canes everywhere. It's just this Winter Wonderland. So we just go down and I do all my shopping. I make a vow to do no shopping on Amazon unless there's that really weird specific thing that I
Right.
can't find anywhere. But it's like a mission and a goal for me. So I literally am like, all right, kids, here's our meeting spot, like break. And they usually bring like 5 or 10 friends down, and they all meet up, and that's the birthday party, and it's free, except for dinner, of course. So shop it up and let the kids do their thing, and yeah,
Perfect.
that's it.
So Lorelai, let me ask you a question. So you're in charge of development,
Economic
right?
development.
Economic development. So I think like there's a lot of businesses around Sunken Gardens, for that matter.
Yeah.
On the other side, is it Entrada?
Yeah.
There's a lot of little tiny boutiques. There's a lot of little tiny it looks like a closet, but it's like long, and there's tons of stuff in there.
Yeah.
And it's not like, how do I word it? It's not over the top in pricing. I mean, it's really not. There's a men's store, which is really cool.
Yeah, a couple of men's
yeah.
stores. Yeah.
So
It's interesting. My husband's always been like, where's a guy like me? He's, lumberjack kind of, build. He's like, I'm not the surfer guy who can just shop at 805 Board Shop. I need like the broad shoulders. And so Bloke on Entrada now sells all of the Brixton model brand, and that's totally his build. DS Fisher and Dewey Rose is just behind that. So now I can do all my shopping for my son and my husband, who are, pretty big dudes, and get all the other boutique stuff for my daughter, who's, more about the jewelry and the clothes. So I can do it all right in one block, literally, in a really short amount of time. And of course, I always hit up Perry's Parcel. They've got the stuff, really fun stuff for littles, and and of course, then you can ship it. You can get all the stuff off. You can do it all in one stop.
you can go shopping downtown, head up to Perry's.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I can do it. I've got it down to a science, literally. I actually have a route. I leave my house at a certain time, and I have and I actually plan it in a certain route and know exactly what I'm getting, and just wrap it up, and then I get to enjoy happy hour afterwards. So it's perfect. Perfect day.
So Terry, tell me
how that
about
is?
right. I mean,
do it.
she's got it all dialed
Shopping
in.
local's
She's
not
got
that
it all
hard, and it's
dialed
super
in.
fun, and it's not so stressful because
Right.
the ambiance is perfect.
What I like about downtown is like everything's like right there. You know, I mean, I know Atascadero has always been kind of spread out. You know, it's like way down here and way up there and way over there. And it's like you guys are trying to just like slowly
Have a downtown.
pull it back, you know, and bring everything down to the center, which
Yeah.
I'm assuming is Sunken Gardens.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. Yeah. And I mean, we were incorporated, in 1979, so before we were county, so that's why we're all spread out on 7.5 miles of El Camino Real. But yeah, this has definitely really centered us into a nice downtown, and it's walkable, it's safe, it's fun. We're open container. You can go get a beer, go shop. You know,
I don't think many people know that.
I don't
We
think
even
so
have
either.
businesses. There's a new business coming to town that's a wine business, and they're like, "Wait, what is this open container?" I said, "We're one of 2 in the entire state of California. You can throw out a
Legally.
picnic blanket at Sunken Gardens and open a bottle of wine." And the police are like, "Hey, hi." I mean, it's like all you got to do
You don't
is
have to dump that out.
you know what's so funny?
It's great.
I mean, let's be honest. How many people like myself have over the years, you know, since turning 21 in Atascadero, been there and been,
yeah.
you know,
With your brown paper bag.
yeah. I mean, how many times? I can name probably 100 different times until recently when we
Yeah.
started doing stuff with you
Yeah.
guys, and here comes the information.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
open container.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a sellable thing. Tourism, you know, that's marketing
works
and all
for
that.
us.
That's exactly. We're very, very vocal about that. So it's good.
So you could just be cruising by, stop at an ancient alley. Hey, I need a beer, and then just keep going.
You can't open it
It's-
inside and cross the
right.
threshold, but you can buy their bottle shop.
Yep.
Literally walk outside and
And
be on a
open it.
public sidewalk or at Sunken
Yeah.
Gardens, crack that beer and
Nice.
Yeah.
enjoy your Christmas shopping. You have
thing.
to drink it before you go into the next shop.
Right.
But it's just
And they'll
an
tell you
easy
that
way.
too. They don't want to get in trouble.
Right.
You know, they want to keep
Just
their
easy.
liquor license.
Sure.
So yeah.
Well, awesome. So we got Winter Wonderland happening this Friday.
Yep.
What time is that started again, Terry?
Starts at 5:00. Santa goes down the snow slide, make sure it's safe for everybody, and then we kick off with the Atascadero High School cheer team, and we have our Queen's Court from the California Mid-State Fair doing some announcements, and then we go right into Fine Arts Academy Choir and all elementary show choir. We have the 805 performance. She's changed her name, so I have to kind of get all.
Movement and performing arts.
Thank you. They do their dancing, which is amazing. And then you have the Fine Arts Honors dancers dancing. You have the middle school choir and the high school choir. So it is a full itinerary. And then we do Christmas holiday music between 7 and 9. Yeah,
Very cool.
So
And then
there's
you-
something going on.
You got Medina Light Show doing
Yeah,
some,
Medina does.
fun
He's
stuff,
amazing.
too.
I love Manuel. He's great at that.
Awesome. So this is this Friday.
Yep.
And then we have Saturday, December 20th. We also have Holiday Magic at the Central Coast Zoo.
Yep, Holiday Magic. It's from 10 to 1, and this is an opportunity for the keepers to give the animals their enrichment presents. And so it's fun to watch them open up their presents. So you can imagine they have an itinerary between 10 and 1. And usually they'll kick it off with like lemurs or red pandas, and you'll go to each different habitat location in the zoo and get to see, you know, different animals opening up their enrichment presents from the zookeepers. And then Santa will be there as well, so you get an opportunity with him if you haven't put in your request for Christmas.
I haven't done this yet, but what is an enrichment present for what do you give a red panda for Christmas?
You know,
love
if
it.
there's like there's different, so there's a wish list on Amazon. So if you want to contribute to the animals enrichment
I
presents,
do.
you
That's
just go on
awesome.
to
Is this like a different name for
centralcoastzoo.org.
like Christmas presents? Is that the whole concept?
No, they're holiday. They're
Okay.
they're gifts for the animals from the zookeepers. So, but they're like, so for example, if you have for your pet at home and you buy a Kong or a ball or something for them, like a rope or whatever it might be, for them to play with.
Enriches their life.
Enriches their life. So sometimes like you have a
Gotcha.
Kong and you put the treat in the middle and then they wrap it and then they can smell that treat and they go in and it keeps them very busy and it keeps them stimulated and just kind of like, you know, enjoying what they have, and they're not just laying down in a corner, and you know what I mean. So I try and relate it to our own pets. Like, you want to engage with your pets, and so when you buy enrichment for them, so that now I call it enrichment at home.
I love it.
Because it is.
Yeah.
So
I was
we're
thinking the
doing
same
that.
thing.
I have to see that.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so you think like that because you want your animal to stay active, and it's the same in a zoo. It's very
So
similar.
these gifts are in wrapped up, I'm
Yep.
assuming,
Yep, we wrap them up. We spend a lot of time wrapping.
and they have to get into them.
Yes. And so at like 10 o'clock, if you're going to go see Meerkats, and you'll watch them like just try and figure out how to get into this present and unwrap the present.
Will they actually all get into them?
They do.
I mean,
Yeah,
Not
it's
like-
hilarious. Imagine the Mexican spider monkeys.
Oh my gosh.
I want to go see that. Just that right there will be hilarious because now we have 5. So we have the grandpa, and then we have all the grandkids.
Yeah.
So
is there so? How does the idea like what are you gonna give them? Like, who comes up with this? Like Dr. Cynthia?
surprise.
the
It's a present,
zookeepers,
Randy,
Dr.
don't spoil
Cynthia.
it.
Yeah, right. You
Don't
can't
spoil
tell
it.
them. They're
case they're
listening.
watching.
Yes.
Right?
It's the keepers come up with what they're going to be giving their different animals, and they've created this list on Amazon.com. So if you go to Amazon.com and you say Central Coast Zoo Atascadero, it'll populate
Okay,
the whole
so that's the
of
list that you
things.
sent. I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder if you sent that to me
Yeah.
by accident. I'm like, why is Terry sending me her Amazon list?
Christmas,
I'm
my
like-
Amazon list.
She wants a call.
I know. I'm like,
and a rope.
oh,
And a,
like, okay.
Well, and I mean, I've purchased already too for the animal. I just think it's fun, you know. And they use these things all year long, so it's an ongoing enrichment. And as part of our AZA accreditation, it's a big deal. It's all of the zoos are held to the standard of, you know, making sure that there's wellness for your animals and they're maintained, and your animal collection is getting all of the things they need. And enrichment's one of them. It's a major part. So, yeah, you learn a lot. Learn a lot at our Central Coast Zoo.
yeah. Speaking of presents and shopping local, we got you a little something.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, now
Really?
who's
You
giving
get
you
to
a
open
present on the
presents
air?
too.
really?
Yeah.
Lorelai.
Yes.
Wow.
Something
Is
you
it
can
an
open
enrichment
it.
present?
It is. It's enrichment
It's enrichment.
It better not be alcohol.
and branding.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
You don't have orange
Little
paper.
something. I know. I know. I looked around for it, but I usually do have something. So, just a little something very locally made from
Oh,
us
very
to you.
awesome.
Oh.
Made in Atascadero.
Yeah, made in
See?
Atascadero at our pottery.
This is the
At
I
the
love
pottery.
The
Is
pottery.
it the most
Yes.
fun
Oh,
date
thank
night
you so
ever?
much.
Yeah.
We put this on our wonk tree.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was hoping you could.
That'll
That's
be
awesome.
fun.
All right.
Yeah, the pottery, that place is really cool. So you can make these at the pottery,
Yeah.
which I'm sure she's going to be having classes of,
Oh, she
you know,
will.
to make all kinds of fun
Yeah.
stuff.
They do a date night, which is super fun. You bring in your favorite beverage. You can, I mean, I did it with my daughter. We just go in, they teach you how to use the spinning wheel and all that stuff. I didn't want to
That's
take away
fun.
from the animals, but
No, no,
while
no.
we were on the topic of
That
presents,
No,
was
thank you.
perfect.
that was
That's awesome.
That's
right
a
on.
perfect segue.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
well, like I said, I mean, you guys are doing really good in Atascadero. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening. I really wish I would have known about the walk around thing. For some
Oh.
reason, I thought,
next year.
Next year.
I don't know. You know how you get a little bit of information, but you don't get it all.
Yeah.
I think that's what I heard. Somebody's like, oh, we're
You
gonna walk
can't
around
do
the
it
lake. I'm like, I don't
all,
wanna
but
walk
you
around
could
the lake.
try.
Well, and it's, I mean, one of the things everyone should plan on. It's the first Friday of December is always light up the downtown, and the first Saturday in December is always walk around the lake, and then always. So one thing is you can have your dogs on a leash and decorate your dogs too. So like
gosh,
that I am doing
that's so
next year. I didn't get to do that, and I'm like, I see all these pictures of all the little dogs. I'm I wish I would have done
Decorate
that.
your dog. Oh,
Yeah, put all the little lights. I think it's super fun. If your dog can handle that.
Yes.
Mine, I don't know if she can. She's still a puppy.
Well, you'll find out.
Yeah.
You have a puppy.
Yeah, I mean, she's 2, but
Yeah.
she's a puppy in my book. But she's a lab. They're always puppy.
They'll be puppy for 5 years
Yeah.
at least.
So Winter
Anyway.
Wonderland this weekend.
Yep, this weekend.
Holiday
Friday
Magic
night.
next weekend.
Yep.
And then
Saturday.
is that it for Atascadero for the rest of the year?
Then we're gonna start planning for all of our other things coming up. So we have quite a bit going on as we round into the next year. So we have March 21st is the Central Coast Craft Beer Festival. April 18th is the Central Coast Cider Festival, and
May the 4th? May the 3rd?
May 1st and 2nd is Tamale Festival. So we have quite a bit that we're like in the midst of planning for us Tamale
So
Festival.
you have a couple weeks to get kind of
Yeah.
relax a little bit and then
Yeah,
get everybody
and then you
back
kind
together.
of, get right back in. I don't think we ever really relaxed a little bit at the city. All of us are working all the time. But But we will take a little bit of a, hiatus like everyone else, and take that
Awesome.
quality time.
Well, very
But
cool.
yeah, thanks again.
Well, Terry, it's time for you.
It
We're gonna
is.
take a break.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And thanks for sharing about what's happening there in Atascadero,
Absolutely.
past and present. And so look forward to the Winter Wonderland coming
Yep,
up
Friday
Friday.
night, 5 to
All kinds of
9.
stuff happening.
Yes.
Weather's going to be perfect. There's going to be snow.
Yep.
Kids can go down the sled,
Yep.
the hill in sleds.
Yep.
Right?
And they can throw snowballs at each other and all that.
And there's going to be tons of food,
Tons of food.
tons of Christmas.
Yeah, holiday
activities.
cheer. You name it. Gift purchasing, whether that be at the downtown shops or with all of our vendors. There's something unique and something for everybody there, I'm sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And Lorelai is going to stick around and fill us in about what's been happening there in the business world, and
Yep.
maybe what are some of the attractions coming up that we don't know about. So we're going to take a break, and we will be right back to What's Up North County Morning Brew.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hey, what's up, North County? Welcome back to the Morning Brew, and we are talking about all things in Atascadero. And we've got Lorelai here. She's going to tell us about what's happening on the business side and maybe some new restaurants or something coming into Atascadero. So we got Winter Wonderland happening this Friday in Atascadero.
Yep.
So that's where the kids, parents, you got Christmas events, you got snow, you've
70
got
tons
food,
of snow. Yeah.
you got all shopping,
Yep.
all kinds of stuff. And then the following weekend, you have the holiday magic there at the Central Coast Zoo.
Yeah.
So you
I
can
just
get your
learned about.
enrichment gifts for the animals.
For the animals, yeah.
Right?
Go figure.
But Lorelai, so let's talk about businesses in Atascadero. You got Valley Fresh that just finally opened up here in the last few months.
Yeah.
You've got the whole Chick-fil-A rumor that has now
It's true. It's happening.
lids off that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what's happening.
Well, let's just start with Chick-fil-A. There's so much swirling about, and it's hard to keep things out of your hat when someone submits an application and starts doing a traffic study, or they pull up in their trucks outside of their location to start serving the street. Yes,
They actually had Chick-fil-A
rumors.
Trucks.
They did.
Oh,
I was like,
it's like, way to be quiet
be
about it,
discreet
guys.
about it. No, and it's fine. I mean, it's all good. Nothing's ever really a secret, but you can't count your Chick-fil-A before it hatches, right? Because even when they sign a lease, sometimes that doesn't go right because the traffic count doesn't work and it's the wrong intersection. And so nobody's trying to be secretive, but it was a long road. It was a year. We knew last January, called them 2 years ago to start talking about where they could actually go when it comes to like our overpasses and capacity. And you know it's going to be a logjam for the first 3 months probably when they open up because people
Probably
are going to be
longer, but
excited,
yes.
right? Okay, I was trying to be conservative with my estimate, but yeah,
So,
they're
Lorelai,
coming.
how does that work? Because those are all independently owned, kind of like a McDonald's or something. Is it, or do they build and then get the owner first, or do you already have the owner, like say the one from Santa Maria or somebody close, say they're going to have a second location?
They have a long line of folks that are franchisees that are in line.
Okay.
And they're like, who wants Atascadero? Or who wants, so they are like always working in their own organization for that.
Gotcha.
But they have a corporate location and scout that is like, this is where we're looking. And it's up to us when they call us or when we reach out to them and say, I heard you're looking, here's some places that could work for you if we design things just right. So they're going in front of the Spring Hill Suites Marriott, assuming everything goes as planned, things happen.
So just so everybody has a visual,
Yeah.
and I don't know, we probably don't have the map of it, but everybody is like thinking that it's in that little loop area, like between the bridge and the freeway.
No,
This is up
it's diagonal,
on the other side.
diagonal from Starbucks.
Okay.
In front of where the Spring Hill Suites Marriott, off of the Home Depot,
Right.
Santa Cruz,
Behind
San
the
Ramon
bridge,
exit.
next
yes.
to the creek
Yes,
area, the river.
it doesn't look like it's a pad because there's a lot of parking for the
Right.
hotel there, but it was always intended to be a pad. And Home Depot, or when we talked to the one who owns the center, and I said, what is Chick-fil-A looking for? And they're like, we need an acre, we need about 60 cars for queuing, and we need about 4,000 square feet for our restaurant. So it fits. They're doing the math and the numbers. They've already submitted their application, which is when we could actually announce it. And hopefully when they cut the ribbon, then it'll be.
So this is
be
100% for sure. They've done all the traffic.
Things
They've
can
done all
happen, but it works. It works.
Okay.
So we're working with them now to make sure that, to see if we need a signal there, which it doesn't look like we will if they have enough queuing on site and
Signal?
stacking. Yeah.
Where would you put a signal? At this
Just
bridge?
at the four-way stop. You'd
Oh.
stop there at Starbucks, and whether you're going to turn right or go straight. I don't know
see.
that I don't think they'll need that as of right now. But our public works team is working with them, and our traffic engineers are working with Chick-fil-A to make sure it works because they want it to work just as much as we do, so no one's frustrated and stuck. So.
On a level of 1 to 10, 10
Yeah.
being the highest, what level of excitement are you for Chick-fil-A?
I'm excited because I know a lot of our people are. You always wonder in my position, like, okay, you got a Chipotle, you got a Dutch Bros and a Jersey Mike's, and now you get a Chick-fil-A. Is it like, who's this Lorelei chick and off with her head? It's not really me. I don't have a catalog where I order these things. But when they come to you and say, we're looking for a place on the Central Coast, Paso's kind of, full. I mean, there's like maybe an opportunity where Denny's is, but we can't really fit there. They're looking and we're able to shepherd them to a place that they can go. For me, it's great because our people are literally driving to Santa Maria for Chick-fil-A right now.
My boys do.
It makes me crazy. Don't spend my gas money, kids.
Right?
Just to get there. They were doing it for Dunkin', and I'm like, no. This is when you have your friends jump in the car and say, give me $3 if we're going all the way to Santa Maria. It's not going to be on my dime.
I don't know I'll be honest. I had one sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
This was up in Folsom. I was starving. It was like super small. From that point on, I've been turned off.
Okay.
But there's other people like my sons, their friends, they load up the car, drive down to Santa Maria. They were ordering the sauce online up until Grocery Outlet in Atascadero started somehow, getting it in there.
It's in our fridge right now.
It's just it's like a cult.
It is. It's a thing. I mean, Chick-fil-A's been around forever, but it didn't really explode until I believe probably 5 years ago on social media. And now that's, every sports van of all the kids' athletics, they have to pull over there on their way home from their tournaments.
Right.
It's just a thing.
So you anticipate probably being the same thing like In-N-Out, like same thing.
Very much so.
Games.
Yeah.
It's loaded with school buses that are traveling through. You can't get locals. It's like it's loaded up with kids. So I can imagine that Chick-fil-A is going to be the same way.
It is.
Are they open late at night like that as well?
I have to check their hours. I know they're closed on Sundays, which is a big
Right.
thing for people.
Right.
So they have some very clear goals or morals.
And I'm sure like during Christmas and you're kind of like In-N-Out's closed.
I understand they're a great employer. I hear it from what people tell me. Fun fact, Jim Lewis, our city manager, that was his first job, was at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, really?
So I love telling people that our city manager, his first job was at Chick-fil-A. He got a great start right there. But Chick-fil-A is one of those businesses, whether you love it or don't love it. It brings a lot of revenue. It brings a lot of people to a community. If we design everything right and the traffic engineers figure it out, it's going to be a great asset, and it will bring a lot of tax revenue to our city that will more than pay for the roads that and the wear and the tear from the people visiting. It'll help improve our parks, enhance our
Right.
parks, pay for more, PD and fire and the things that we need for our 30,000 residents. So,
What other like highlights can we talk about in
Oh,
Atascadero?
so many new businesses coming right now, and a lot of businesses that are growing and need bigger space. So right there at that end of town, we'll start there. The Central Coast Distillery that we all loved right in our downtown, who moved out, they have been building their space, and they're going to be ready in about a month or two, right next to Valley Fresh. So Central Coast Distillery, otherwise known as Forager.
Okay.
They have they have fire pits outside. They have like a cigar lounge kind of thing going on outside. It's going to be so beautiful there. I've seen their tenant improvements, and the interior is just gorgeous. So Eric and Anna Olson are killing it. They are amazing, 5-star chefs, and they just they're just distilling some spirits for us to get ready for after holiday fun. So
Very cool.
yeah, that's one. And a lot of other things are coming to the Valley Fresh Center. They're announcing them as we go. But there'll be another restaurant coming in that's another women's boutique. And there also is going to be a childcare, which is called the Learning Experience, which is really exciting. There's a larger center. We have a lot of mom and pop in-home daycares that maybe can have up to 12 kids.
Right.
But this is a center that is kind of like our Atascadero Children's Center at the other side of town, which is very unlike a lot of our other places where we can actually get childcare. And for me, I mean, maybe it's not a big deal if you don't have kids at that age, but for me, it's huge because that's how we have jobs in our city. You don't have jobs if the parents can't go to work. So it's a big win for us. Yeah.
All kinds of good stuff.
Yeah. And then downtown, not to mention, we've got Wendy White's Bakery coming in, right where Forager used to be, or Central Coast Distillery. We've got the Garden City Market coming in right next to Brew Coffee, or
That's where the old
Malibu
bank
Brew
was.
Coffee.
There's real estate right there.
Yes, and it's going to be amazing. It's all handmade local stuff, just like our little Atascadero ornament. You can get all sorts of things that are locally made and very Atascadero branded, just maybe some Atasca Amazing merch. And that's going to be great. They're going to have like 1 or 2 100-square-foot spaces for people to rent out. I know like a bakery could have their display there, but not have to hire staff and run an entire bakery, right? They would just stock it in the morning. And it's going to be a community space too, where you can go grab your coffee at Malibu Brew and sit down on the couches and shop and enjoy, and it'll have a vibe. So it's something we've really needed for a while downtown. So it's right on Sunken Gardens. We have got a couple other really big ones coming in. Nana's Ice Cream Shop is coming in on Entrada. We've got Momotaro Ramen coming in right next to, just one door down from Sylvester's. They're coming from Paso to Atascadero. We're going to have a new sports bar right behind Momotaro Ramen. It's called the Golden Goose.
So, sports bar, that's got my attention.
Yeah.
Because I think that's something, that's a void that Atascadero needs.
It really is. Like where's the Firestone or
Right,
that
exactly.
place? I mean, we've got Sylvester's Burgers. We could do that all day. It's awesome. But where's all the TVs and where can we just hang out
Exactly.
for like 3 hours while your wife's doing her Christmas shopping?
100%. 100%. Okay,
it's
so that's
coming.
exciting.
It's coming. It's going to be really exciting. It's more quaint. It's a smaller size footprint, but it's going to be. I've seen the tenant improvement plans. It's going to be awesome, and it's just what we need. It's right there on the back side. It's almost like a speakeasy, but not next to Sherwin-Williams. So you'll go in from that alley on Sherwin-Williams in the back side of where Little Cousins is, right on El Camino.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So and again, you guys are reeling in, to try to get the downtown focal point of Atascadero.
The whole city really, but it starts when you put a pin in it. And really, public investment or grants in this case that built our downtown is a message to the private sector. They're like, well, Atascadero's investing here. This is where they're improving now. We should start listening. And so people are actually, now it's got a vibe. It's safer. It's got 130 new free parking spaces, free. So there's no drama like, some of our cities to the north and south that have been kind of arguing over it. It's just come and shop, make it real easy. Stay for 2 hours, stay for the whole day, go catch a movie, go to lunch. Yeah.
Would you ever see like a street like Entrada being closed down like permanently, like as a walk?
I've for 20 years, I did downtown revitalization, and I will tell you, not a lot of cities or not a lot of businesses can be successful on a closed down street unless it's temporary and you fill it with like a pop-up market or something really exciting, and there's a very big intent. Taking away that parking space, they actually make that equivalent of $80,000 per parking space in front of your business is the value of having a parking space there. So you take that away
Really?
and make it just for people. It creates a vibe. Look what's happening in Santa Barbara or 3rd Street Promenade, but we don't have the rooftops or the critical mass to actually make that economically work for our businesses. So we'll keep it open. We'll try and keep the merchants from parking in the downtown and leave that for the people that are visiting. We're trying to work through the growing pains of being a downtown.
Are you guys getting a lot of complaints about that as far as the
We
parking
do,
with the
yeah.
employees parking
It happens.
right across the street? I
You're
mean,
right.
I think that would be like
Yeah.
up to the owner to
Yeah.
kind of, hey guys, you
Yeah,
know,
it's not a big drama, but
park down the
if you're
road.
late for work, you're pulling in and there's no problem with that. You can do that. But if you can have that conversation and say, hey, you just took that from a woman who can't walk 2 blocks because she's older, or a man who's got his cane, why don't you park over in that city hall parking lot 1 block away on the other side of Sunken Gardens? So people will complain about a parking problem in any city, even if they
Right.
can pull up, and they can't pull up right in front of the store. You might say there's a parking problem, but I think we've got it really good. So it's pretty
So,
good.
Lorelai, in your world, what is next? So, at Atascadero, we've got a few of these businesses growing, which I'm assuming is the north end of Atascadero is kind of like the growth
Yeah.
where it's happening right now, the Valley Fresh area, area, along with the other businesses coming in. So, what happens in 2026? Anything on projection for
Yeah.
downtown?
We have like 4 or 5 really big projects in the pipeline right now that are huge. But to scale, so they're big acreage, but they're not skyscrapers. It's going to feel very like Atascadero or North County, just across from Valley Fresh on the other side of the freeway. I think I've talked about it in the past a little bit, but it's called Barrel Creek. And that is a property that's going to have some residential up front
On the other side of Del Rio.
on the other side of the
40
freeway.
exit.
But it'll also have a 120 room hotel with some spaces that are very Tin City-esque. So roll up door, you can have your bakery, you can have your brewery, you can have your maker space if you make artisan cheese, and then some space for like outdoor entertainment, some fire pits. It's going to be really charming and a really great kind of walk outdoor, hang out and grab your lunch and hang out there. And they'll have some new residents too that kind of mirror what's happening across the street at Apple Valley. So it won't be a shock to the system and our town and our fabric of our city. It'll look a lot like Atascadero, but kind of as you go down and pull into the center, it'll have a lot of activity and more hustle and bustle.
Will it have like an anchor restaurant or
Yeah,
business?
that's the plan. Yeah, they haven't started leasing it. They have the plans, and they're really good plans. They've been developed properly. It works with the topography, but that's coming, and it's coming pretty soon. They've gotten it approved by council. They just have to start the off-site improvements and start getting everything ready to make sure the traffic flows and all that stuff.
So now, do you start to see businesses now starting to come back to Atascadero, wanting to be a part of Atascadero, be the growth of Atascadero? Because I mean, for a while there, we've had quite a few. Well, we have the Kmart thing. I mean,
Yeah.
Do we have any movement
Talk
on that?
about that. Yeah, they've signed a lease now. They haven't really announced who. They're going to take the 70,000 square foot box that was Kmart and divvy it up into 2 or 3 spaces.
Okay.
So they'll probably get like a clothing store, and they're probably going to get something like a Tractor Supply or something like that. And they're looking for maybe a food establishment or grocer. So they're working on it. It's been a year since Kmart gave up their lease, so they've had a year to actually start working and getting letters of intent signed. And
Now, is that your job to try to fill those, or
it's part of it. I mean, they have realtors all over it. They hire realtors to do that. But I also go to conferences and figure out who might be right for Atascadero and say, hey, if you run a daycare organization, a franchise, and you're interested, our community is short on daycare. We would really like to have you come to Atascadero. Well, that worked. That is exactly why Clint Pierce at Madonna Enterprises signed a lease for the Learning Center, because I went to Monterey at a conference. It's called ICSC, and we meet with other retailers that are coming. Met with Wingstop, and they're coming to Atascadero right next to the grocery outlet. center. So you connect with people and they kind of
What
pitch
did
to
you just say?
Wingstop.
What is that?
So Wingstop is a little chicken restaurant, chicken wings.
Like Buffalo Wild Wings
that's exactly
type
it.
thing?
Yeah, it's a smaller footprint where you can go in and be like, I want a dozen barbecue, I want a dozen buffalo,
And that's going next to Grocery Outlet?
yeah, in that
Atascadero?
center. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's just matchmaking and seeing who's interested and who's even expanding in California.
Right.
Sometimes you go to these conferences and like we don't go to many of those Las Vegas type here in Atascadero because we keep it local, but they're like, we're not coming past west of the Mississippi. We're stopping at Texas, so a lot of the retailers, if they're not expanding past Texas, they're not coming to Atascadero or California, but you find the right match when you go to the California conferences, and you can find a really great match who's like, I'm very interested in the Central Coast. I've been looking for a place all over. We just don't have anyone who has 10,000 square feet. And I'm like, there's something on our market right now at the MLS listings that our realtors put out there, and I'll connect you with them. So then I kind of get out of the way or keep reeling them in.
What is on your wish list for Atascadero?
Oh my gosh, what keeps me awake at night every night is number one, Kmart, getting that active and vibrant and getting great new businesses in, reconfiguring it possibly so that it's not just a sea of parking with an old box of what used to be. They can completely, if you've ever been to the Fresno Riverwalk, it is so cool how they have a barrel house now there, and they've created this what was a parking lot into an outdoor kind of mall where it's grassy area where you can have your beer and your sandwich or something like that out on the lawn. It's just we need to reconfigure and reimagine that center to bring it into the now. And they do want to do a facelift when we book it with tenants. So
Because you still have that
it's
little
happening.
pad that's up above by San Anselmo that's never been developed.
Never. So we're crossing our fingers and working. We call the property owner who lives in Irvine often and let him know how things are going on his site, and that we're just always trying to stay engaged. But the other part of town that is really the hole in the middle of the donut is right next to the Colony Theater, the Colony Cinemas, where Galaxy used to be.
Oh yeah.
Right by Wildfields. It had a beautiful master plan that I think just before COVID it kind of just fell flat, and now we're working to say, if you're not going to build it, property owner, would you be willing to sell it to somebody? I've got 3 people that are interested in being part of downtown Atascadero. And so that literally keeps me awake at night. It's right next to City Hall. I see it every day. We are so close. We are so close to having all the puzzle pieces in our beautiful downtown. And that's really a big one for us.
T-Motel, Motel T or T-Motel?
Yeah, now it is the Vino Inn. It used to be Rancho
Vino
T.
Inn. Okay, so they did their part, kind of revitalizing that area.
Yeah.
You've got the Galaxy or now Colony Theaters. You've got that little pad that's in the middle.
Yep.
You've got Round Table
Yep.
in the back, which everybody always forgets about.
Yeah.
But you got that little space there in the middle that's not being developed or nothing happened. You've got in the back, you've got the chamber, you've got you got Wild Fields, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool place for kids and
yeah.
adults. But then you also have the spot that's kind of between the theaters and the motel.
Yeah, it's an L-shaped piece
Yeah.
that was going to be a hotel, and with a conference center too, and that also fell flat when COVID hit and the theater couldn't pay their rent and other things just went down and the loans were probably at a pretty high interest rate. The bank took it back. So it was in foreclosure, and it's going to go actually up to auction. The theater building is going to go to auction next quarter. So probably March.
Really?
February or March. It's
Didn't
owned
they
by an
just buy
investment
that?
firm. It was no, it was owned and it went to foreclosure, and it's owned by an investment firm right now. So we have a theater operator in who's doing great, and he will stay
Okay.
as long as he can, right? But so support your local movie theater, guys.
Right.
Don't just stream movies online.
Well, they
Don't
gotta
stream
get
movies
movies
online.
into the
You've
movie
got to go out
theater.
and see them. They're getting some blockbusters, and that really is what's the success or failure of theaters right
Right.
now. But they want to also, he has big plans to diversify it. So if you had, say, like a rock climbing gym on the back space that's never been leased with a really tall ceiling, and you had a couple bowling alley lanes in there, and you had a pub in the middle, and you took out 2 of the 3 of the theaters, and you made a live performance, and you kept the rest of the theaters, you could have this really great model that's really successful across the U.S. There's a place called Alamo Draft House. It's like a bowling, a pub, a arcade, a movie theater, and it works. It's what's working right now. It's what people want as experiences, not just a movie. You want to be able to go and stay for hours or have the kids do this and that. So they have big plans, but they need to know who their landlord is. So hopefully in March, we'll have a new owner of the theater. And then the rest of the spaces will fill up, like this Lodoco space and some of the other ones on El Camino that have been vacant for a while. I think people want to know who their landlord is before they sign a lease. So that's kind of been holding us down. And then we got to package up. Maybe that owner will buy the hole in the middle of the donut, the L-shaped parcel that was going to be a hotel, and come back with this master plan that's already been sketched out and do something awesome for our
Because that would
downtown.
kind of cap off downtown.
Oh yeah, it's
Finalize that area.
But
Then you have the bridge that goes across.
yeah.
Then, excuse me, you have the building that will be built right across from the bridge, right?
Yeah, that's going to bring a lot of life to the Sunken Gardens,
which is going to be
too.
more residential and shop down below.
Restaurants and a restaurant distillery and offices on the second floor too. So some of the offices on the ground floor right now around Sunken Gardens that keep it kind of sleepy will be moving to the second floor there. So you'll have life on the ground, and then it'll
So
kind
then
of
that can change over to there. The dentist office now
Yeah.
turns into a
That's exactly it.
something.
And that was the idea all along. I started the conversations 4.5 years ago when I started here, just saying, hey, would you be interested in this? And they said, not right now, but maybe in a couple years I'd consider it. So now those conversations are actually happening. And just like the Flum's Muffler shop that used to be on the corner of Traffic Way and El Camino, they were like, yeah, we want to do something cool with this property. And now Beach and Biscuits is under construction. And so they'll be coming in a couple months. And we took what was a muffler shop and a used car dealership right across from the beautiful Carlton in our downtown. And now it's going to be something with life. So a little more life than just cars.
That's awesome. Now we just
Yeah.
need a restaurant inside Carlton.
It's coming.
It
It's
is.
coming. And they just got their ABC license for a distillery.
Okay.
So they're going to be distilling.
Anybody we know?
No, they've got their own. They're going to operate the distillery or contract that out probably from someone in town that's doing a great job. But then the restaurant is a 4,500 square feet space right now. They haven't announced who it will be, but they're getting close and they're almost done with their renovation. That hotel is going to be the place to be. It's going to be awesome. Right now, you can't really tell if there's life in there because the windows are sort of tinted and there hasn't been anyone in there. But when the fireplace is lit and there's a band going.
Oh, so the hotel's
it's
not
gonna
even
be-
open.
The hotel's open.
Oh.
But
You're
the
talking about the restaurant. Okay.
But they're building some rooms on the ground floor in the back. So they had to add 10 rooms in order to become a Marriott tribute property. So now it's still the historic Carlton by Marriott, but now it'll be on the Bonvoy app. When anyone goes, I want to go to Wine Country or I want to go to
Gotcha.
the Central Coast, it'll be one of the first things that pops up and you can get your points for it. It'll be on their radar instead of, what's the Carlton? Cool. Atascadero is so quaint. I should just stay there. But now there's a bigger draw. So that's really big for us. And they're going to do more weddings. They're going to integrate more into the downtown. Can you imagine Sunken Gardens, City Hall as your backdrop, your wedding pictures, your wedding party staying at the Carlton, you all going out at night after the wedding party. I mean, it'll be a vibe.
Awesome.
Yeah. Tell your kids when they get married.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Right? Well, they're already married. Two
Oh,
of them are,
sorry.
anyways.
Okay.
But well, awesome, Lorelai.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming in
you.
and sharing what's happening in Atascadero.
So many things.
Anything else you can just, since Terry's gone, anything that you could let us know about that she wouldn't let us talk about?
Oh gosh, no. Terry's on our side. She's always until we can talk about it. Just like that Chick-fil-A conundrum. The rumors on Facebook, I was dying because they're like, it's going next to,
People
Valley
are tagging
Fresh.
you, tagging
And I'm
Lorelai,
like, no,
tagging
it's
Lorelai.
not. I wish I could tell you. No source from the city told you that. You're making it up. But you know
Oh,
what?
you were trying to debunk it all?
I wish I could. We couldn't even speak about it until there was a signed lease. You
Oh,
just
really?
can't because it's not real until they actually say, I'm putting my money where
You're
my
like,
mouth
I'm
is."
part of this. It's a lie.
Yeah.
Move on. Nothing to see
You
here.
can't even comment on those. And it's like, I'm a resident too. I should be able to comment on it.
Right.
But you don't because again, you don't count your chickens before they hatch. And Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
is exactly that. No, nothing else to share other than I'd love to come back. We find out more things every month. And in a couple months, we'll have all sorts of new businesses.
Well, like I
We've
said,
got-
this is an open door.
yeah.
So every month,
Yeah.
you just put it on your schedule,
Yeah.
and we can every single month get an
love it.
update of city happenings in
Yeah.
Atascadero, economic, the development, everything.
Yeah. Well, I just love talking to you and sharing all the good stuff.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for our gift.
You're welcome.
We got our Atascadero ornament
Yeah.
from the pottery there, right there on
Yeah.
El Camino.
Yeah, check
right
it
there,
out.
Traffic Way in El Camino, or
right.
little about a half a block
Yeah,
up, block
it's
up
to
from
brew
that.
coffee if you kind of know where that is. So.
It's really cool. You can go
It's
there and
so
you
much
can
fun.
make any kind of pottery you
Bring
want.
a beer, a bottle of wine, and learn how to use the spinning wheel. They do this date night thing. So much fun.
No reenactment of Demi Moore
Ghosts.
and Patrick Swayze, please.
No.
Okay.
No.
We don't want to see any of that. They got
very
cameras.
public event. You don't
They
want
got
that.
cameras, so nobody wants to see that. So we got happening this Friday. We've got Winter Wonderland in Atascadero. Kicks off with Santa Claus and snow and food vendors and all kinds of awesome stuff. You guys
much
just
fun.
turned on the lights in downtown Sunken Gardens last weekend.
They'll be up till January 11th.
Up till January 11th, and you've got Winter Wonderland happening this weekend, and then next weekend you've got the Holiday Magic at the Central Coast Zoo, where the animals get their enhancement gifts.
Yes,
enrichment gifts.
Enrichment. We just
Enrichment
learned
gifts.
that, yes.
Enrichment gifts.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Lorelai, thank you so much
Happy
for coming in.
holidays.
Yeah, you as well.
Yeah, thank you
You
so
will.
much.
And I'm sure we'll see you on Friday because it's your
Yes.
daughter's birthday,
Yep,
right?
We'll be there.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see a lot of people there.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And look forward to hearing more about the growth in Atascadero. All right.
right.
Thank you. Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, make sure if you guys have not already, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want to check out more stuff with the city of Atascadero, you can go to their visitatascadero.com. Right there from our whatsupnorthcounty.com site, you can go to all of our business sponsors and their links from there. But as always, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Escalar Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, MGP Coating, Premier Ag, Trailer Barn, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Airflow Filter Services, and Templeton Heating and Air. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you at Winter Wonderland. When it comes to comfort, trust the team that's been keeping the North County homes cozy since 1995. At Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning, they're your hometown pros right here in Templeton. From tune-ups to repairs, remodels to new construction, even duct replacements and attic ventilation, they got you covered. Call your neighbors at 805-434-3741. Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning. Local, trusted, dependable.
Hi, I'm Glenn McWilliams.
And I'm Annie. As sixth-generation farmers, we understand what it takes to keep a ranch, a farm, and a community growing strong.
And that's why we started Premier Ag to bring quality feed, trusted Western wear, and real service to the Central Coast.
From hay delivery across the county to hands-on support for local youth and ag programs, we're proud to give back to the community that raised us.
And when we say from seed to stable, we mean it. We've walked the fields, we've fed the animals, and now we're here to serve families just like yours.
Come visit us at 1041 Paso Robles Street in Paso Robles and experience the difference of a store built by farmers for farmers.
From seed to store, where quality meets country.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Looking for a top quality concrete coating in SLO County? Hi, I'm Matt Gifford with MGP Coatings, your trusted local expert in durable, long-lasting concrete coatings backed by Pentec's limited lifetime warranty. Whether it's residential or commercial, we deliver expert craftsmanship, premium products, and unbeatable customer service. When we say we make concrete great again, we mean it. As a locally owned, community-driven company, we take pride in transforming garages, patios, pool decks, wineries, and even interior spaces into stunning, functional areas. Are you ready to upgrade your space? Give us a call at 805-952-5301. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or visit mattgiffordpainting.com. Join the MGP Coating family today.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.